Hi YouTube, what's up? You are talking with me, your girl Susie B. Got Aaron. What's good, Aaron? So no, y'all. What we gonna do is this is story time for us. Our story is how we met. I'm gonna pass it to Aaron because Aaron literally knew me before I knew him. He had a chance to figure out who I was before I even knew who he was. So go ahead, Aaron. Tell him the story.
Well, we met at Myers. Well, we didn't meet. I met her at Myers before she met me. I knew who she was before she knew who I was. I didn't know her name. Uh, I knew I knew people that worked around her, so I was like the food guy at the store, the spokesperson or whatever. So I went outside the store to try to get people to shop at Myers, whatever. I was like the store speaker. I would go to like the football games, the basketball games, hockey games, and stuff like that, just to convince people to come to Myers. Basically, give them free stuff from Myers, sign them up for gift cards and perks. If anybody knew what that is, I used to do things like that, and I knew people. Like I said, I knew people that worked around her. So I knew this girl named
Quadnique.
Quanique. She always say I say the name wrong. I knew this girl named Quanique and this other girl named Brianna. And I used to see Susie all the time, but I never would go over and talk to her because I didn't know what to say to her. So I just looked from afar. So I would see her, and then one day I asked Quanique, I was like, who's that girl over there that work over there in the pharmacy? She was like, HBC. If y'all don't know what that's store talk for like the pharmacy area.
Hair, beauty,
Yeah,
care products.
Care products. And she thought I was talking about Brianna, but I was not. Because Brianna would always talk to me all the time, but I didn't see Brianna in that way like that. So we were just cool. I just had that cool friend you just cool with. And what made her think that? Because one day Brianna came in and gave me a hug. I guess she was sad or upset or something. She was feeling down, so she gave me a hug. And Quanique seen me give her a hug, so she felt like I was talking about Brianna. I was like, no, I'm not talking about Brianna. We just friends. We cool. So I was like the other girl over there. And she's like, who work over there in HBC? I was like, well, I didn't know Susie's name at the time. So I pointed her and she's like, who's Susie? I was like, oh, and then I walked away from her. And I didn't say anything else to her. I cheated and got her name. So one day I walked up to her and I told her that she looked like my cousin.
What a pickup line, y'all.
Lame, right?
Ah! I mean, I didn't fall for that. I just like, oh, okay. And he was like, I'm going to let you see it. I got a picture. I'm going to let you see it. I thought he was just playing. So I'm like, oh, okay. All right. And then I walked away. Then a couple of days later, or I think like a week later, I seen you again. And then what you say? What happened?
I asked her for her number.
Oh, he skipped some. We seen each other.
But look what really happened before I even spoke to her in any of those other things. How I met Susie, I walked past her. And then I had this, my boss at the time. Her name was Cassandra. I walked past Susie and like her shirt touched my sleeve, and I saw everything. Like everything flashed before my eyes. I saw her as getting married. I saw her as with kids. Like, man, I was like, Cassandra, I know I joke around all the time, but that's her. That's gonna be my wife. And she was like, you should have told her. You should have took a picture of it. I was like, no, I'm not playing. I'm serious. That's her. That's the girl right there. So, and then that's the day when I asked Quanique, like I just said, Quanique a few, and I asked her who was that over there, and she thought I was talking about Brianna. And then I told her, I pointed at Susie, and she told me it was Susie.
You still missing something. We had it was some type of dinner or lunch or something. Well, y'all had some type of dinner or lunch in the cafeteria. And me and my sister worked there too. And my stepmom. We all worked there. And we was on break. We was enjoying our lunch. And I was sitting to where Aaron could see me, so he kept staring at me. I don't like people to stare at me. So I'm like, why the heck this boy keeps staring at me? And my sister like, who? And I'm like, shh, don't say nothing. But the dude, he like right behind you. he got hair. Don't say nothing. Don't be loud or nothing like that. This me whispering to her. And she like, who, him right there? Loud. I know you heard her then.
Yes, I did.
So that was so embarrassing. But anyway, continue, my bad.
And then after that, the next time I saw her, I asked her for a number and I walked.
You showed me the picture. You was like, I got that picture.
I showed her a picture. Of my cousin, but they did favor a little bit. And then right after,
he only thought we looked alike because we wore glasses. Sorry to laugh at him, but yeah, we wore glasses that was similar, and it made us kind of look similar in his eyes.
I asked her for a number, and my friend Larry at the time, I walked away because I thought Susie was gonna say no, so I asked her and walked away. And Larry, I heard her saying some numbers, and Larry's like, "She giving it to you, bro." I was like, "Really?"
Yeah, I knew you liked me. You stared at me the whole time. We got a 30-minute lunch. You stared at me like the whole time. So I was like, you know what? I'll give my number. We can be friends or whatever. This is what I'm thinking in my head. So as soon as you asked me, I mean, I was like, oh, he cool or whatever. But as soon as you asked me, that's what came in my mind. Like, I can give him his number. I know he like me, so we can, start off as friends or, at least be friends. And then see where that lead at. We was friends. And that's how it started. Well, after I gave him my number or whatever, he texted me this long paragraph. Tell them somewhat of what it said there.
I told her that we was together. She was my girlfriend, and this and that.
You really liked me and all that stuff. I liked
her. I said that we was gonna be together, and she said, "Well, I'm in a relationship." So I got sad. I got really sad, and then I was like, I texted her back and said, "Well, can we be super friends?"
Well, and I text him like, what the hell is super friends? Like, not trying to be funny. What's super friends? I'm like, is that like best friends? And he like, yeah. And I'm like, just say best friends then. We can be best friends. That's what we gonna start.
I still was sad, and I asked her, why can't we be together? And she said, I told you I was in a relationship, and I cried, y'all. One of my friends, or my students, came and picked me up. And she never seen me cry before. So I don't know what happened. I was crying. She asked me why I was crying. I said, this girl just broke up with me.
Remember, y'all, we was not together.
Yes, we were.
But see, I didn't know about this story until after we was engaged and everything when I found out about this story. But I just laughed off. I thought it was cute, so I didn't really feel on the type of way. I'm like, oh, he was crying over me. We wasn't even together. But the reason why, what happened was somebody came over and was like, how many times have y'all broke up in y'all relationship? And I was like, none. And Aaron like, yes, we did break up one time. I'm like, no, we did not. He like, yes, we did. I'm like, when? Because I'm thinking he playing. I'm thinking he joking. I'm like, when? Because I know we haven't never broke up. And he was like, that day when you told me we could just be friends. I said we wasn't together. We were just learning each other and becoming friends. We wasn't in a relationship. In his mind, we was in a relationship, y'all. I'm like, is this boy crazy?
We were together.
I laughed it off, but I did think that, like, what is wrong with him? This boy a little touched, ain't he? But
we were together. She told me it was over.
No, I didn't.
No, we were together.
No, we weren't. We was literally friends though. This boy will walk to my house. I didn't know he was walking. I thought he was on a bus. I knew he didn't drive. I didn't know if he had a driver license or nothing like that, but I knew he didn't have a car at the time. So I thought he was catching a bus to my house. This boy was walking far away.
From 6 Mile to 14.
Yeah. I'm like, what? But anyway, we would walk. He would come over. He would walk like every time we was off. We was dang near off on the same days. We both worked at Myers, but I actually worked inside of Myers, and he worked for a company inside of Myers. And like you said, they did a little traveling and stuff or whatever. But we was off on the same days, and we would go to the movies, and we would just spend time together, and talk to each other or whatever. And he would walk all the way to my house, and finally, my stepmom was like, well, so how you getting here? I mean, like, how do you be getting here? And he was like, I walk.
I walk. And she said, why? And I told her Susie was worth every mile.
Yeah, and then She was like, well, you ain't walking home. And then after that, she was like, here, take my keys and take him to the bus stop. But she was like, make sure he get on the bus. Don't leave until he get on the bus. And then when we sat there and talked, because we sat there and talked for a while because the bus didn't come for a minute. We sat there and talked for a while, and that's when I realized, I'm like, dang, we got a lot in common. So, I'm like, all right, okay, that's cool. I like that. And I told him, I said, we got a lot in common, we kept talking to being friends. I don't know when the relationship really became boyfriend and girlfriend type situation. We just it just naturally flowed.
It was always there
in your mind. I'm talking about in reality. It was never it wasn't, because we already established where the relationship was at before anything. It's just once we start really being friends and getting real close, like we would literally see each other at work, and then on our days off we would literally see each other. So then we just got close. And me and the person that I was talking to had broke up because we was in a relationship but not at the same time, because it was getting complicated. Like it was getting rocky right before I met Aaron, but I still didn't want to disrespect the other person that I was talking to. So I knew that it was close to an end, but I'm like, I'm not about to just jump into a whole another relationship. We're gonna start off as friends. And we was friends for like 3 months, I want to say. Well, we always been friends. We still friends right now. So, but I'm saying, like, before we actually got into a relationship, it was like 3 months. I want to give it like 3 months. That we constantly seeing each other and was, cool with each other. And then the relationship part of it just kind of happened. He already wanted it, and then I found out we had so much in common, so then it just naturally flowed to the next level. He ain't never say, oh, you want to be my girlfriend? He did in the beginning, and I was like, no. So I'm not mad that he never asked me again, but when he definitely asked me, when it was time to get married, y'all, he proposed to me on Christmas, right? And I was acting weird and funny or whatever before Christmas. And Aaron had cooked me some food, and I didn't even know what came over me, but I had got an attitude like, who you feeding? Why you give me this little food? Nah, remind y'all, I've been eating the same way since we met. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating the same amount. All of a sudden, my food intake got bigger, and like I started to notice that I was having mood swings. I was irritable all the time, but I didn't really say nothing. So I just went and got a couple of pregnancy tests, and I took them, and I found out I was pregnant. And so when he proposed to me, I said yes, and then I gave him his little present, and he was happy. We both was happy about it, or whatever. And then that's when our son Amari came. And then after Amari came,
5 years later.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Yes, 5 years later, but that's not what I'm saying. After Amari came, Amari was how old when we got married? 3 months.
Yep, 3 months. Like
3 months when we got married. And here we are. And then baby number 2 came in 2017, Ari. She's 2. And we've been pretty much inseparable. I mean, don't get me wrong, we had our ups and downs or whatever, but we still here, We still here. We still making it, y'all. Like I said, we have our ups and downs. We have our little problems that we go through, but we still here. As long as we don't actually destroy our relationship or let nobody else destroy our relationship, then we good. Well, I feel like can't nobody destroy our relationship but us two. So, that is our how we met story and our where we are now. Basically.
Always together.
In his mind, y'all. We was always together, but we literally was always together as in like friend, always around each other. No, we wasn't.
Yes,
You just in your mind you was because I ain't know he was obsessed with me, y'all. Like, I called him a stalker. Hey, when he told me, because he skipped a lot of stuff. Like, before, I didn't know him for a minute, and he knew who I was. And he was basically looking. And he said he would look for me in the store, like when he came to work. And some days I wouldn't be there, some days I would. And he'd basically, you know how you watch somebody from afar. That's what he used to do. Ain't that stalkerish? He like, I'm keeping eyes on my girl. I don't care what nobody say. But
it was this one time I had came to this store. I didn't have to work. I had to go to another store because I traveled from different Myers sometimes. So I had came to this store. I had brought her some stuff. I think some food. I don't remember what it was. And then when I was about to leave, I tried to kiss her, and she stopped me. She grabbed me up. So you can't do that here. I was like, why not?
But that was after we was in a relationship, though. Like in a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship.
That was always established. I knew already. She just didn't know, but we was together.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just say it like that. I just didn't know, but you know, because in my mind, in my mind, just as well as in your mind, should have been in your mind, because that was the agreement that was spoken, that we was just friends and not in a relationship. You took it upon yourself for your mind to have a whole romantic relationship with me. But yeah, we had fun though. We had our little ups and downs then, and we got them now. But at the end of the day, hey, we still here.
We always been
two children later, we still here, up and kicking. So, if y'all like our story, y'all got a similar story y'all want to share, comment below and let us know. We appreciate all the views and the subscriptions, the shares, and all that stuff that we do get in this behind scenes that we don't get to see. As far as like that stuff, we definitely appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. If you already subscribed, share. Even if you're not subscribed and you watch my video, share it for me. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Have a great day. Peace out.